Hello everyone. In today's video, we will learn together about the topic of gossip, the whisper that can kill the soul. There are things in life that don't make noise, don't shine brightly, don't cause an uproar, yet they carry a devastating power, a whisper, a smirk, a glance. Sometimes that's all it takes to plant a seed of doubt, to fracture trust, and to bury someone's dignity. That, my friends, is gossip. Gossip is not just small talk or idle chatter, as we often casually assume. It is deeply social, psychological, and spiritual behavior, one that affects individuals, communities, and moral foundation we uphold. Why do people like to gossip? There is a strange paradox in human psychology. When we are dissatisfied with ourselves, we tend to talk about others. When we feel insecure, we may find comfort in exposing someone else's flaws. This isn't uncommon. It stems from inner emptiness and fragile sense of self-worth. Gossip gives us the illusion of knowing, of being included, of having value. It creates a false sense of connection. But that bond isn't built on love, it's built on judgment, not from the heart, but from the suspicions. Some say, quote, gossip is the fastest way to feel close to someone, end quote. But in truth, that closeness is just a frayed rope about to snap at any moment. Is gossip a mental health issue? No one is born with this desire to hurt others, but when our inner wounds remain unhealed, we often hurt others unintentionally. Gossip is not a classified mental illness, but it often reveals a heart in need of healing and emotional maturity. People who gossip frequently may be dealing with insecurity, jealousy, or suppressed frustration. They don't need condemnation. They need compassion and listening. Thus, gossip shouldn't just be dismissed as a bad habit, but it's seen as a silent cry for help. What are the consequences of gossip? When a drop of water falls into a river, it blends in. But when that drop lands on fire, it creates smoke, ashes, and can snuff out the light. Gossip, depending on its intent and context, can become a double-edged sword. It can ruin relationships, fracture communities, and scar souls. First, it destroys trust. No friendship, workplace, or family can thrive without trust. Gossip is the fastest way to dissolve that invisible but vital bridge between people. Second, it kills compassion. When we get used to seeing others only through their faults, we forget that they, like us, are human, flawed, yet dignified. Gossip numbs our ability to feel empathy and wish others well. Third, it leaves lasting wounds. Words can be forgiven, but they are not easily forgotten. A single slanderous remark may linger in someone's conscience for a lifetime. What does the Bible say about gossip? In Judeo-Christian tradition, words are more than just communication. They are the breath of the soul. Our language reveals our hearts. In Proverbs 18 verse 8, Scripture says, quote, the words of a gossip are like joyous morsels. They go down to the inmost parts, end quote. Gossip is sweet to the tongue, but bitter to the heart. In James 1 verse 16, it warns, quote, if anyone considers himself religious and yet does not keep the tyrant on his tongue, He deceived himself and his religion is worthless. End quote. And more beautifully in Ephesians 4 verse 29, quote, let no unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up. It may benefit those who listen. End quote. The Bible doesn't just urge us to avoid gossip. It invites us to turn our words into grace and speak in ways that lift, not crush. In gossip, a part of culture or a threat to it, we live in an age where information travels faster than light. A photo, a post, a comment can be shared, reshaped, and misinterpreted in minutes. Social media has, in many ways, public gossip where anyone can become a victim. It is time we rebuild a culture of healthy, respectful communication, where speech is used not to compare or condemn, but to encourage and heal. How can we avoid gossip? Let me offer a few simple yet practical steps. First, pause for 3 seconds before speaking about someone. Ask yourself, is this really necessary? Does it help anyone grow? Third, if you can't say something kind, say nothing. 4. Silence is not a weakness. Sometimes it's a highest form of compassion. 5. Make positive speech in habit. 6. Praise instead of criticize. Sow hope instead of suspicion. 7. Foster kind environments, families, friends, group, workplaces. If everyone agrees to avoid gossip, those spaces become healthy and safe. In conclusion, will our words plant seeds of love or seeds of division? Gossip does not make noise. It makes deep wounds. It is a blade sharpened in silence and strikes when least expected. But this same tone, speech, if used wisely or kindly, can become medicine, warmth, and a bridge over our differences. Today, I don't just invite you to avoid gossip. I invite you to go further, become someone who speaks truth in love. Don't be the one who spreads rumors. Be the one who spreads hope. Don't be the one who condemns. Be the one who forgives. And most of all, be someone who speaks less but loves more. Thank you so much for your attention and I hope you like this video. Please click like and subscribe button to support this channel. Thank you.